Hi there, warm welcome. You're watching Decoding Now and I'm Meghna Deka. Well, irony died 1,000 deaths the day that Pakistan tried to cast itself, project itself as a peace mediator. Even as Islamabad spoke the language of peace, its warplanes were striking across the border in Afghanistan. Pakistan says that it targeted terrorists in Afghanistan borders, but the truth is that it massacred women, children, and the elderly. While Munir and Shehbaz Sharif pretend to be peace mediators for America and Iran, it rains bombs and bullets on innocent Afghan children. Tonight we will decode the double tap doctrine. Why does Pakistan return to bomb the same area again within 25 minutes? Why do survivors become targets again? And how does Islamabad justify killing toddlers? You can see them on your screens. How can Islamabad justify killing toddlers by merely branding them as terrorists? Is this the conduct of a mediator, or does it expose the far darker reality of a mass murderer? But first, let's expose Pakistan's cycle of carnage. Simply put, it's strike, it's shift the blame, justify, and then repeat. Sample this. We are breaking it up for you. Sample this on your screens. Attacks first happen in Pakistan. And then the second in the cycle is that Pakistan turns around and blames India. That's always been its doctrine. And then Pakistan turns towards Afghanistan and bombs civilians there, injuring even babies. And then it's repeat. This is Pakistan's cycle of carnage. Attacks happen, Pakistan blames India, then Pakistan bombs Afghanistan, and then repeat. This is the double tap doctrine as well that they follow to kill survivors, something that this cycle continues unendingly. To understand today's strikes, we need to go back to the chain of events that has brought Pakistan and Afghanistan to the brink once again. Pakistan says that the escalation began with a deadly Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan attack on one of its security posts earlier this month, in which 6 Pakistan security personnel were killed. Well, that attack that you can see the visuals of, that one first happened, and the very next day, 9th of June is when that attack had happened. On 10th, Islamabad says that the assault was carried out against militants who were operating across the border. So first there's an attack on Pakistan, followed by the next day. Within 24 hours came Pakistan's response. There were airstrikes which hit eastern Afghanistan, with Islamabad claiming that it had targeted TTP training camps and hideouts in a precision operation. But the truth there on your screens, 11 Afghan children died that day. And that is the truth. You can see the visuals of little babies who died in their sleep. 11 of these were children who were killed because their parents couldn't even have the time to go back, save the children, bring them out. They literally died in their sleep. This is the Pakistani toolkit. And it got repeated again. As I told you, it's a cycle of carnage. What has happened now? Well, the conflict again spiraled into dangerous cycle of attack and retaliation, yet again blaming India, and again then bombing Afghanistan, and then a repeat in the wake of the suicide assault. This time around, it was Pakistan's Rangers headquarters in Karachi, which was struck by another wave of cross-border attacks which had happened. It was a clear case of intelligence failure on the part of Pakistan. Pakistan insisted that it is now going to dismantle what it called the terrorist infrastructure behind this attack on their armed forces. But Kabul has leveled a very grave allegation. They say that Pakistan's so-called double tap method was used against civilian neighborhoods. So what happened is that after this attack happened on the Pakistani Rangers, you had Pakistan retaliating against Afghanistan. They say that they are killing terrorists, that they are killing TTP terrorists and bombing their safe havens. But the truth is something that you can see on your screens. It is women and children who are left dead. Both sides have hardened their positions. The human cost of this conflict continues to mount. The term double tap, what does that really mean? let's explain how Pakistan has unleashed this brutal attack on Afghanistan. Double tap is a military tactic in which there is not just one strike, but a second strike, which happens at the same place shortly after the first strike, which means at the same location, first hit, 20-25 minutes later, just when people are trying to pull out the survivors out of the rubble, trying to save some few lives, the survivors are struck yet again. Militaries argue that the second strike, the second tap, as it is called, is aimed at eliminating even the surviving militants or reinforcing the success of the initial operation. However, human rights groups have long criticized this tactic that Pakistan is using against Afghanistan, warning that it endangers civilians, and even those civilians who were trying to help the other civilians, trying to pull out the people out of the rubble, those ones are also killed in the second tap. And that's precisely what Pakistan has done in Afghanistan. The group that has claimed responsibility for the attack, the first attack which happened on the Karachi Rangers headquarters, is no ordinary militant outfit. It is Jamaat-ul-Ahrar, or JUA. It is one of the most feared, splintered factions to emerge from Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. It is formed after breaking away from the TTP in 2014. The group was initially led by Omar Khorasani, and he had died in 2022, and quickly it gained a lot of notoriety for carrying out high-profile terror attacks. This is what happens. Snakes in backyards always come back to bite you. Pakistan was using these terror groups, feeding these terror groups in its own backyards, and when it comes back to bite, what does it do? It blames India and then bombs Afghanistan. It's that vicious circle of brutality, hate and carnage which continues. Operating along the volatile Pakistan-Afghanistan border, you have the JUA. Later, they reunited with the TTP. They strengthened the terror network and their operational capabilities as well. So what happened after this strike, the latest strike which was carried out against children? This time around it is 35 innocent people who have been butchered in Afghanistan. Pakistan insists that it is carrying out precise, intelligence-driven operations which targeted terrorists and terrorist hideouts. But the aftermath on the ground tells a far grimmer story. According to Afghanistan, Kabul has said that 35 people who have been killed were civilians, not TTP terrorists. In fact, Kabul has also said that it is, as you can see on your screens, the claim which was made by Pakistan, it was an intelligence operation and it was calibrated strike, but there were children who were as young as 4 years. Pakistan has once again tried to point a finger at India. No surprises there. They do that all the time. They're following this terror attack on the Pakistani Rangers headquarters in Karachi. Pakistan's interior minister alleged that India is involved, that it is an Indian proxy. India, of course, has dismissed Pakistan's accusations as being completely baseless, with MEA spokesperson Ranveer Jaiswal saying that Islamabad should stop looking for scapegoats and instead look inwards. He urged Pakistan to take credible action against terror infrastructure operating from its own territory and to abandon its long-standing policy of using terrorism as an instrument of state policy. I'm going to again play out the visuals of the young children who have been killed in Pakistan's strikes against Afghanistan, because it's important that you understand, viewer, the cost that children have to pay. We are going to show you the visuals on the faces of the children who have been killed in this. Look at this. This is what Pakistan is so afraid of. Pakistan killed these children, injured them in strikes, airstrikes. That little infant that you can see, barely a year old, that baby is what Pakistan calls an enemy of Pakistan. That apparently, those children, that they are terrorists of the TTP. Is anyone really buying this lie being spun by Pakistan? That's the question. Let me go across to our panelists. Today, joining us on the show, we have Major Nadeem. He is a retired Pakistani defense analyst. Also, we have Amjad Ayub Mirza, author as well as an activist. I'm going to come across to you first, Major Nadeem, because you were once a part of the Pakistani forces. Today, when we see these pictures of young children being killed by the Pakistani airstrikes, when we see a baby, literally a baby on our screens, saying this is a TTP terrorist as per Pakistan, is that what the Pakistani Rangers have been trained for? Is that what the Pakistani Air Force is trained for, to kill children?
Madam, now, mind you, Pakistan now has decided for tit for tat. From wherever there is any action against Pakistan by any country from this globe, we will act as tit for tat, as we acted against India. Basically, Pakistan has strived.
Major Nadeem, against India you lost. So let's not have Pakistan praying that again you meet the same fate that you met with India, where you were clobbered under Operation Sindoor. But Major Nadeem, killing children, you see that baby on your screens. Do you see that? That baby is a militant for Pakistan. That is the cowardly act. This is not an arm. This is not a trained army. This is not the trained forces. These are forces who are killing babies in Afghanistan. Have some shame, sir. You were part of what
This is what I'm
should have
telling
been
you.
a trained
You have
army.
asked me a question. Let me finish. Again, Pakistan has always strived for maintaining peace and stability.
Major Nadeem, do you see that baby wearing a yellow top with a bandit on their head? Does that baby scare you?
These are false accusations, false allegations.
Is that baby a TTP terrorist? Major Nadeem.
If we accept it for sake of argument, you know that TTA or TTP people,
is that child
they take shield of families.
Your enemy, who's barely 5, 6 years old.
No, they are not our Afghan people are not our enemy. Our enemy are the terrorists who are carrying out terrorist acts against Pakistan.
You yourself have admitted.
We are against.
Your own government has admitted that you carried out and you killed 39 people, 29 people.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. And those are the people that you have injured. Do you see that?
No,
Do you see whom you have injured?
No,
you realize
kids.
A 4-year-old child has died. That the Pakistani Air Force killed a 4-year-old child. You've killed a 7-year-old child. Do you know that?
Meghna, these are fake. These are false allegations.
We reject strongly. Pakistan, we shouldn't believe Afghanistan when they release pictures. These are visuals from Afghanistan's hospitals.
Those attacks were carried out on intelligence-based. The person, the terrorist who was arrested day before yesterday,
Major Nadeem, you are killing babies. Second time you've killed babies in this month itself in repeated strikes.
Forget about babies. We cannot even target the civilian. Whether he's adult, we cannot target even a single civilian. We are targeting the terrorists.
Look whom you are bombing on your screens. Look whom you bomb.
No, we are not. We never, we cannot. Our religion prohibits.
Pakistan mein POK ho, Balochistan ho, now Afghanistan. This is the reality. They are calling themselves peace mediators. That's the biggest joke. They are war criminals. They are mass murderers. Amjad Ayub Mirza.
Well, thank you very much for having me. And first of all, let me admire your presentation. It was absolutely spot on and brilliant the way, Meghna, you have presented today's show. Secondly, let me condemn Major Nadeem for being on your channel because he's himself a terrorist. He pulled out a gun on me, live television on Republic TV, and he has been now reported to the Scotland Yard, and they have filed a case with Interpol, and we are trying to get his warrant so that he can be brought to Britain for trial for
what about your warrants?
A gun and
we
giving
have also
life.
Initiated your warrants. We have also initiated your red warrants. You know it? You don't know. Inshallah, we will reach you. Don't worry. We will reach you soon.
And here's the problem, Major Nadeem. Here's the problem, Major Nadeem.
Take him off air. I demand that you take him off air immediately and never invite him again.
Can we talk about the larger, your personal problems aside?
And
what do you think about the way the so-called
I'm not a Pakistani
army operates, Amjad Ayub Mirza?
British police. And anyway, I would not like to share the panel with him next time. I give you that benefit of doubt that you didn't know about his threats that he gives on live TV, and the evidence is there. Now, what happens is you have very well pointed out about the double tap attack that Pakistan has done, and that is why the death toll has increased to 29 and maybe more. And dozens are injured, and Pakistan is so confused that first when there were fatalities in Sindh Ranger headquarters in Karachi, they straight away blamed India like a knee-jerk reaction, and then they thought, oh, chalo Afghanistan pe bum phenkte, and they then attacked Afghanistan, and they are going to pay back heavily because Pakistan inshallah is going to be wiped out of the face of the earth. It is a black spot on world map. ये काला धब्बा है दुनिया के नक्शे के ऊपर. And we stand with the Afghan people, and I salute your channel for bringing this up and showing the visuals as a proof. Where are the proof of killing terrorists in Afghanistan? I mean, they can't show, not a single terrorist they have killed in Afghanistan.
In fact, let me take that across to Major Nadeem. Double tap, that is a military tactic. You are using a double tap strike where your Air Force, Pakistani warplanes, return the second time to kill more civilians, to injure more children, to injure babies. We can see that baby on your screens. Have some shame, Major Nadeem. Using the double tap on children.
Meghna, these are fake pictures. These are false accusations. Even our religion is even our religion prohibits of killing of innocent civilians.
Visuals. These are visuals which are coming in from the hospitals.
Which religion is
Who's killing these children?
Meghna, these
Who's
are fake.
killing these children? Pakistan has admitted you carried out the strike. We have the visuals from the hospitals.
I will make sure that you are banned on every single Indian TV channel.
I'll show you the next program. I'll bring the pictures of the terrorists. I'll show you those terrorists who are targeted.
You will be banned.
I am showing you the ones who have been targeted. Major Nadeem, other than blaming India and killing people, your own people at that. Let's not forget what you have done to POK, those who are occupied by the Pakistani forces. Let's not forget what you are doing to the Baloch people. Let's not forget those who are Kashmiris who are there in POK, the Baloch, and now Afghanistan. Major Nadeem, why shouldn't the Pakistani armed forces be called a banned terrorist organization? It should be banned globally. That is the call.
This is a false accusation.
You're killing children, for God's sake.
You are believing on these fake pictures. Okay? You yourself have not seen this in real. Right? These are fake.
Have you gone to Afghanistan? आप गए हो अफगानिस्तान? आप बता सकते हो that these children have not been killed? किसने मारा इनको? Who killed these children?
I have served. Meghna, I have served there, and you yourself know it. How these brutal and these are so barbaric. These terrorists, those who are in TTP, you know it very well. Okay? Day before yesterday, they target one of the transport compound of Rangers. It was not a headquarter as Amjad is saying.
And who's fed these terrorists? You realize these terrorists are operating out of your soil. That the army is so useless in Pakistan, you can't control your own terrorists. You know what Hillary Clinton said? That this is what happens when you have snakes in your backyard. They will come back to bite. Amjad Ayub Mirza, that's the truth about Pakistan. Snakes have come back to bite them in their own backyard. They don't know how to handle it. Other than blaming India, bombing Afghanistan, they refuse to introspect.
Well, snakes, I don't know if they have come back to bite them in the back, but I know they for sure have come back to bite in their backside. This guy should be banned from Indian TV channels. He cannot travel out of the country. He will be arrested, and I am making sure that this gentleman is banned from every single Indian TV channel.
Well, honestly, it's not about this gentleman. For us, what's important is that we discuss the plight of the people of Afghanistan. We discuss how Pakistan today stands en masse. And this is not by us, this is by their own admission when they say, yes, indeed, we have bombed these civilian areas in Afghanistan. And Major
Yeah.
Nadeem, I'm going to come back to you. Toddlers being called terrorists? Is that how low Pakistani army is going to fall now? And then on the other hand, you have tried to convince President Trump that Pakistan is the peacenik. This is the highest irony.
Meghna, our religion prohibits us from killing of civilians. Even we cannot cut tree. During the war inside
Major
the enemy
Nadeem,
territory.
does your religion
cannot even cut the
permit
tree.
you to hide someone like an Osama bin Laden in your backyard?
Meghna, you know,
in the army
Meghna,
headquarters?
you know,
Does your religion provide
you-
that? Osama bin Laden
no,
being
Meghna,
hidden?
no,
Does your
Meghna,
religion
he was-
allow
he-
for
he
minorities
maybe-
to be persecuted in Pakistan?
Meghna,
For
first
Sikhs
of
to
all,
be
there is
butchered?
there is no
For Hindu
there is no
girls to be
picture,
abducted?
no physical
For the
evidence
Baloch
of
people
Osama
to
bin
be
Laden also.
persecuted under your sacrilege acts?
No one is persecuted.
Is that
No,
part of
they-
your
they are
religion? Tell
terrorists.
us. Is that part of your
Meghna,
statecraft?
Meghna, yesterday, they killed a person who was going in the car with his family, and he went at a wrong place, and the terrorists killed him in the presence of his wife and two small minor kids.
Yes, that is
They may be
wrong,
of
which
3
is
years
why
to 5
will
years.
Pakistan stop
This is
sponsoring
what
terror?
the BLA
Do you know
this
Pakistan
is
is
what
on
the
the
BLA people
FATF
is doing.
grey list? It came out, it is going to go back
Meghna,
again for sponsoring
Meghna,
terror.
we are
Your
not on
your
any
army,
grey list.
Pakistan is the
your army is running
not at-
the company, the country. Asim Munir,
Meghna,
a
we are not
failed
on
marshal.
we are not at all. Okay, if I ask you one question, can you answer me?
Amjad
Can you tell
Ayub
me the
Mirza,
name
it
of
doesn't
one
look
country?
like Pakistan any day will change its stripes. It
No,
goes
can you
into
tell me the name of one
FATF
country?
list for terror
Pakistan
funding,
has
and it
never
says, and we have Major
Can you
Nadeem who
tell me the
says
name of one
that
country?
we are not
Meghna?
allowed to
Can you
kill.
tell me?
Pakistan.
Can you tell me the name of one country, Meghna?
Let
Who
me
is
speak.
blaming Pakistan for terrorism?
Every country is blaming
Can I talk?
Pakistan. Every
Meghna,
country,
just the name.
all the countries who are
Meghna,
part
just
of
name one.
FATF have put Pakistan in the grey list.
Meghna,
You may
just
not be
name
aware
one
of it.
country.
Major Nadeem, आप अपना homework कर
signatory.
लीजिए. I have done my homework. Do you know that Pakistan is on the FATF grey list? Do you know why? Because it is accused of sponsoring terror.
We are not.
Do you know that Pakistan's state actors
Meghna,
orchestrated the
this
26/11 attack,
is also one of
orchestrated
the
the
two-
parliament attack in India? Do you know what Pakistan is accused, not just accused, is guilty
Do
of?
you have any
That is
credible
crimes
evidence?
against humanity.
Pakistan,
Meghna, why
Pakistan
don't
is
you
guilty
put
of
these
destroying a whole
allegations to the whole
civilization in
world
Afghanistan.
and have
For the past 15 years.
any country take name of Pakistan as a terrorist country that Pakistan was. You just
Amjad Ayub
present
Khan,
your case.
Amjad Ayub Mirza, bata dijiye. He's asking who's calling Pakistan a terrorist country.
Their own people are calling Pakistan terrorists. Pakistani occupied Jammu Kashmir people are calling Pakistan a terrorist. Baloch are calling Pakistan a terrorists. The Pashtun are calling Pakistan a terrorist. Go and ask the Sindhis, they are also calling Pakistan a terrorist. तो जिसके घर में जिस पर बीत रही है,
Minorities
वो
in
terrorist-
Pakistan are calling the state terrorists.
ये जो दहशतगर्दी है, इसके पीछे वर्दी है. This is the most popular slogan. in
You got your
Pakistan.
answer.
Meghna, you see.
मेजर
Meghna,
नदीम,
see.
आपने भी सुना होगा, ये तो इंडिया में भी हम सुन चुके हैं. आपके बारे में क्या बोलते हैं? ये जो दहशतगर्दी है, इसके पीछे वर्दी है. That is a chant in
Meghna,
Pakistan. अपने लोगों को भी
Meghna,
सुन
ये
लीजिए,
propaganda
मेजर
है.
नदीम जी.
मैगना ये प्रोपेगेंडा है. मैगना, मैंने आपसे सिर्फ एक सवाल किया. कोई एक मुल्क का नाम बता दो.
मैंने हर मुल्क का नाम ले लिया. आपको मैंने लिखवा भी दिया, मैंने गिनवा दिया, और ये भी अब बोल दिया कि आप ही के अपने लोग बोल रहे हैं. But clearly for Pakistan, it's a cycle. It's that flow chart we are going to put up for you on our screens. For Pakistan, it's this cycle of carnage. First, there is an intel failure. Then there is an attack on Pakistani forces, followed by Pakistan blaming India, and then Pakistan kills innocent people, be it in India, be it in Afghanistan. Then, well, it's repeat. It's a full cycle of carnage. As India said, perhaps it's time for Pakistan to introspect and to stop this cycle of carnage. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Major Nadeem, for joining us. I don't agree with you, but at least you have the gumption to come and join us here in a debate. Amjad Ayub Mirza, pleasure to have you on the show. With that, a short break.